killed. I'm Chris Coraggio, NBC News Radio.
You're listening to the Inland Talk Express, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, KCAA Loma Linda.
Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you'll.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. I'm your host, Sam Works.
I'm Kyle Kerrigan.
And tonight we're going to have a guest coming in. Well, not coming in, excuse me. He's going to be calling in. At around 7:15. He was a real nice guy. His name is Ramsey. He owns a car wash and gas station up in Mentone on the corner of Mentone Avenue and Crafton Avenue.
Yep.
He has a grand opening this weekend on Friday. So he's going to be calling in, talking about the business a little bit. He is going to be running around, so we won't have him on for too long. And we're also going to be doing only a half-hour segment. Unfortunately, we still got to keep the day running. It is a beautiful Sunday.
Yep.
We're going to be working here pretty soon. Before we get started with any kind of topic or this show, Kyle, you know what time it is.
It is our sponsor, snjradio.com. No negative news, no politics, just feel good music.
Hey, I am super excited for the next couple shows that we got coming lined up here.
Yeah, we have some special things in the works.
Yes, sir. In
the works. No pun intended.
Yeah, so honestly, Kyle and I, whether we're together or separate, we've been networking.
Always.
And we always be, running into some people that have some interesting stories, interesting lives.
Yeah.
And, are part business owner or actual owners of businesses.
Yeah.
And, it's just different walks of life, and people ask me all the time, like, how do you find these people? I can't even tell you at this point.
It's honestly hard to explain how you can't find these people.
You know what? That's a better way of looking at it.
Because, like, everyone has a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or everyone in business, I should say, is looking to expand, is looking to grow their clientele.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably you.
Right.
The best way to do it is to advertise on the radio. The radio is 24/7, never shuts off.
That's true. And neither does the world, Neither
does the world.
And in California, here in this general area, we have 5 million people just traveling through city to city, town to town. That's a big audience, if you ask me.
Audience.
Yes, so definitely, we had the pleasure and the honor to have a lot of great, amazing people on this show. And we've been doing it for about 3 years, something like that, roughly. October
was the second year.
October was the second year.
Oh, so first year anniversary, was it? I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back. It's been a long time, and
it's been a long time.
And at this point, we still go out there and network. Don't get us wrong, but we have people calling us like, "Hey, we know someone," or "Hey, we heard you on the radio," or "Hey, it's referrals." And my uncle, because he's a loan officer, and he told me, if your business, if the majority of your business does not come from referrals, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
And I actually had him on the show about a year and a half ago, and this was prime time, just coming out of COVID. Mm-hmm. So having all this education about the process of loans and interest rates and stuff, it was super important. And now we're just moving along. We had crazy stories of our past, and we had some good ones, and we had some, not so good ones. But I'm very happy the way this show is going and what we got coming up. Ramsey, for one of them, he's not even from around here. Bro, one of the questions, because I'm going to have him on, well, not after tonight, probably next week, but when he does come on the show, one of the things I want to ask him is, like, why did you pick Mentone?
Yeah, why do I still live in Mentone?
He's like, what? I got to ask myself that. You know, because it's, like, this guy, he's not even from California. I mean, I don't want to lie, so I'm just not going to put that out there. But, you know, like, why did he pick Mentone? Does he have, like, is he foreseeing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his idea? What is he projecting here? And I'm very interested.
It is a prime location if you think about it, because Highway 38 is the back way to go to Big Bear, and it's the easiest and fastest way to go to Angeles Oaks, Forest Falls. You know,
basically the mountains.
And people do live there. You know, people commute almost every day down the hill to businesses.
And not only that, but when the freeway is just, you know, backed up, everyone starts hitting those back roads. They start going Highway 38. They start taking Crafton.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and this area that we live in, you know, Mentone, Yucaipa, even Redlands, you know, Beaumont, Banning, Cherry Valley, it's booming. It's growing.
It is.
You know, so it's a pretty good idea. If you're going to start a business, you know, here around this area is a place to start it.
It is.
You know, I remember when Brew Kaipa first opened up, the first, like, you know, brewery.
There was nothing around it.
Yeah, in Yucaipa. And then people, they caught an eye, and they're like, oh, well, now we got to have, like, a Thai food place here, and, like, another place here, another place here. Now we got all these, like, small little businesses, which is great. But if I can give anyone an idea, you know, we have a lot of places to eat here in Yucaipa specifically.
Right.
We need some entertainment. I mean, we have, you know, Yucaipa throws, like, their own, like, festivals and stuff like that. But as a small business owner, or as a, you know, even a franchise or individual, like, business themselves that they run 24/7 throughout the year, like, we need some entertainment. Whether it's a movie theater, which was supposed to happen years ago.
Yeah,
never happened.
Never happened.
You know, maybe some bowling, you know.
Bowling's always fun.
You know, just some entertainment somewhere.
Something like round one where you got bowling.
Round one,
karaoke.
There you go.
Arcade.
You know, my brother, we live in Calamasa, and he drives all the way to Redlands to do, like, indoor rock climbing. You know, bring that here. Bring it to Yucaipa.
Why not?
You know, one thing I do miss, though, is when we were little in Yucaipa, because Yucaipa used to be a small town.
Yeah.
Now it's turning into a city. But in the small town many years ago, you'd be in the drive-thru at McDonald's, and there's horses in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
You know, they used to have pictures when you walk in at McDonald's with people on horses in the drive-thru.
People still do that.
Really?
Yeah, people still do that.
It's very rare. You know?
It's rare, but it happens still. Like, I saw it at the Starbucks at the bottom of the hill.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Which is even more rare, because it's usually at the top of the
It's
boulevard.
usually at the top of the hill. But they were at the bottom of the hill. A couple people on horseback.
That's pretty cool.
Went
I
through
like
the
that.
drive-thru. And, like, Norco, it happens all the time. Like,
Oh yeah, Norco, yeah, for sure. Like when you're driving, there's road apples in the streets.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh.
You know what was funny? I think it was today. My buddy posted on Snapchat. A lady on Yucaipa Boulevard, just passing Brew Kaipa, was walking her llama. And
that's the most Yucaipa thing ever.
yeah, he literally said only in Yucaipa. I was like,
Yeah.
I have never. You know, as a kid, there was on the wash they had like there was like these llamas in this property, and I used to be a little rebel back in the day. Not so much now. And I understand consequences at this point, but I've always wanted to ride a llama.
Oh, here
Like
we go.
I didn't want to go to a zoo and be like pay for a ticket. No, I wanted to like sneak into someone's yard, hop on a llama, like ride around it real quick, and then hop out and just like you know take off.
Why not?
You know, like when we used to play hide and seek at my friend Michael's house, he had a donkey and a couple horses.
Yeah.
And we used to play hide and seek at night, and I used to run up. I used to like jump on the donkey and just like hang on its side, to like hide myself, or like I'll jump on the horse. It was fun stuff like that. And then when I saw these llamas, I was like, I want to ride a llama so bad.
Those guys are tall too.
And they're feisty
Yeah.
and they spit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, one of our teachers over in high school, he went to go see some llamas at a zoo, or whatever. He's wearing brand new white shoes.
Bad idea.
Yeah, hocked a loogie right on his shoes.
Yeah.
He was so mad. Never liked him again.
Put the Jordans away. Just bring out some Skechers or something.
Some Crocs. No, not even Crocs.
No, do not wear Crocs.
Yeah, don't wear Crocs when you're trying
If
to
you're gonna wear
catch some
Crocs,
llamas.
though, don't wear socks or something.
Yeah. Were you ever a Crocs fan? You ever wore Crocs before?
I've worn Crocs before.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan, but I'll wear them.
I used to wear Crocs when I went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, can't lie, man, Crocs are comfy. As long as you're wearing socks with Crocs,
Yeah.
if you're just no socking it, and then your
No
toenails,
socking it.
your toenails like, grab the Crocs. It's no
We-
good.
Yeah. When I worked up at Pilgrim Pines, people used to come in with Crocs without socks, and we used to call them Croc Commandos.
Really?
Yeah.
Croc Commandos?
Because it's just, I don't know. To me, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
And honestly, at one point, Crocs were kind of in fashion. I'm not gonna lie.
they were.
Yeah.
When they first came out, they exploded.
Yeah.
And you can get custom Crocs now.
With the little gibbets, bro. You put some gibbets on your Crocs. Express yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So, Amazon, right?
Right.
Have you ever heard of Temu?
Temu. No.
It's a fairly new app, and you can get things pretty cheap on there, but it takes like forever. I was on Temu just looking at all the stuff, and they actually have flashlights for the Crocs.
Really?
Yeah, you put it through the hole and you screw it in on the bottom, and now you got some headlights.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They're coming up with some weird stuff, dude.
They are.
I mean, yeah, maybe if you're, walking at night or something, or riding
Yeah,
a
why
bike.
not?
You're probably look goofy though. I'm not gonna lie.
They're yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I told you this story. Like, I've only ordered something once from Amazon,
Yeah.
and that was it, because it was 3 years ago. I was living in Redlands, 92 degrees at 2 o'clock in the morning in my apartment. I could not. You can't sleep when it's hot.
You can't.
And
Nope.
so, like, your body physically needs to cool down so your body can, like, go to sleep. And I'm sweating. I'm not having a good time. So I go to Amazon and I bought, it was just under $400, but we're going to round it up. I bought a $400 air conditioner. Did not come until, like, October, November.
That's crazy.
And I paid for the Prime or whatever it is, dude. And I was just like, it never came. Like, 3 months later, it finally shows up on my doorstep when I didn't need it.
Yeah.
But like, at least now I have it, but I haven't really used it
No.
ever since I got it. But I was like, Amazon, even online, when you buy stuff online, depending on what country you buy your clothes from,
It's gonna take forever.
well, not even forever, but like a small in China, or like a small in like Iceland is different than a small in China.
Right.
Right? Because they're going based off their average height, So, like, my
Right.
larges, I usually wear larges. At some places that I buy online, when I buy a large, it's like an extra large, bro. I'm like, what? Like, what? This is
Yeah.
huge.
Uh-huh.
Or it's like a medium. I'm like,
Yeah.
And I know in the description it has, like, 38 inches for your chest or 45 inches, whatever. But, like, you're just sitting there learning. So,
Yeah, there was this time, I'm pretty sure I told it on the air before, that my Halloween costume got stolen by pirates
yes.
in the Red Sea.
Oh, it told you where?
Well, yeah, because it was coming from Saudi Arabia. And so it was coming by boat. No, it was not a pirate costume.
It was a Jedi costume,
It was
right?
Jedi costume.
Even better. Hey, these pirates were probably like, I'm a Sith Lord now.
Yeah. And I ordered it.
Yeah.
I actually ordered it with the money I got from my birthday in May. And so I'm like, it's just going to come in, I'll just keep my figure or whatever.
You'll just have it in advance.
I'll have it in advance. It didn't come to the following February.
Really?
Yeah.
The following February?
The following February, I finally got it.
Hey, Joe, I think we have Ramsey on the line. Let's bring him in here. Rams, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry we have to cut you from your little dinner, but I'm super excited. I'm glad I got to meet you the other day. And all we like to do is network and talk to business owners. And I heard you got something going on. Would you like to explain to everybody like what business you're running and what's going on here?
Yeah, sure, Sam. And not a problem, by the way. But we have a very unique business model, and it's a one-stop shop. What we did was we created a very large gas station in the city of Mentone. We went to brand it as a Sinclair top-tier gas. We tied in, obviously, with the convenience store. We put a crispy, crunchy chicken inside, and we also attached an express car wash. Now, most gas stations in Southern California, they have an express car wash or they have a small tunnel behind the gas station. But what we did was we created something totally different. So what we did was we put all of these, all of these things on the same property to create a one-stop shop. And it's a full-blown express car wash, full-blown gas station, and a convenience store with a crispy, crunchy chicken. We're really excited to bring this to the table, creating a great opportunity for people to save money. And that's the important thing, right? We save money by saving time and, of course, our pockets at the end of the day. So we do like a 20% off discount on anyone that gets a car wash, which is great. So there's one-stop shop for you to get your gas, your chicken, and your car wash all in one location.
And you know what really stood out to me was your gas station prices. I don't know if you looked across the street, but you beat the competitors by like 30 cents or something.
Yeah.
It's Sam, it's at the end of the day, we like to create quality. And not to bash anybody down the street or across the street. Everyone's got their own business going, but at the end of the day, you got to compare what you're getting and how you're paying for it, right?
Right.
And so what we do is Sinclair gas is actually a top-tier gas. Now, some of my competitors are not top tier. So it's very hard to actually match or be cheaper than them. But what we do is we do the best we can to save people money. And that's what we stand for. Every day that we work, we focus on how do we save people more money. And I think that's what the key is for our business to be a success.
Right. And just a couple questions here. You've been open for just about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, right?
So the gas station convenience store has been open 3 months. The crispy crunchy chicken has been open 2 months, and the express car wash has been open for a month and 8 days.
Oh, wow. On the dot. Okay, and you're having a grand opening this week, right?
Absolutely. So this Friday, at 12 to 4 p.m., we're having a grand opening. It's going to obviously go out through the whole weekend, but during the 12 to 4, we have a DJ. We have about 9 vendors coming out to pass out free items. We have specials going on. We passed out some free coupons within the neighborhood for free washes, free chicken. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of things happening, good prices, good community. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's about celebrating not just the business, but the community itself.
Right. And, one of the biggest questions before you called in, I was asking Kyle, and I wanted to ask you this maybe the next time we had this interview, but why did you choose Mentone as a location to start your business?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. In my journey, this is about 5 years ago, I was looking for plots of land, and I couldn't find a decent size and for my vision of what I wanted to do for the community, and I was looking in so many different cities, but I didn't come across anything that stood out in the sense that the land was great, the community was great, opportunity growth, and and possible growth of development was in the near future. And when I did come across the land in Mentone, right there on Crafton and Mentone Boulevard, I noticed that, there's schooling around. There was opportunity for the area didn't have any large gas stations, and they
Right.
didn't have any car washes. They didn't have any great places to eat, and that's the main reason why I picked that area, because I felt like that there's a lot of growth to be made in Mentone. Development has paused a little bit because of COVID, and cost of materials has been going up. So, and I think we're going to get through that, and development's around the corner. And that's the reason why I picked it. It was a good location to me, and I felt like there was a great opportunity in that area.
And I do have
Yeah.
to agree with the location.
That's true.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be growing in the next, couple years. By that time you should be off to the races, as you already are now. So before we let you go, just one more time, you have a grand opening Friday, 10 to 4. What's the discounts on the car wash, the gas?
It's actually 12 to 4, not 10 to 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, 12 to 4.
And the discounts we're giving is like I mentioned before. There's nobody in the game that I know of, at least in this area,
That's true.
that has a full-blown gas station, a full-blown express car wash that's related to each other, and that can get discounts like I'm giving to the community. So in essence, when I say one-stop shop, I really mean that. When they come in, they can fuel their vehicles at a very low price and even get 20 cents off of my street price, while getting a very quality, a very good car wash at my express car wash. And my car wash, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I pick the best quality equipment. And you'll definitely see when you try us out. We have the top tier fuel, we have the top tier equipment. It's just we created a one-stop shop to last a long time.
Hey Ramsey, this is Kyle. I'm Sam's co-host. I'm actually a resident of Mentone. I live down the street from your car wash. I wasn't present at the meeting you had with him, but well, actually I was present. I actually was at your car wash when Sam and Mark were there. But I do have a question for you. What made you want to go in business with Sinclair for the gas?
A good question. Nice to meet you, by the way, Kyle. Well, Sinclair's been around for a very long time. It's a very East Coast brand, and they just started getting into California. So you won't see them in that area. It's not very well known in that area
Right.
for the locals. But you go down to Los Angeles and you start to see them pop up like crazy. And the reason why is because dealers, what they call me is a dealer, right? So I'm the gentleman that signs the contract that sells Sinclair gas, so
Right.
I'm considered a dealer. But the dealers nowadays, especially, people are very price conscious about what type of gas, how much they're spending on gas, and what type of gas is going in their vehicle. So, doing my studies, we've had gas stations in our community, in my family at least, for about 32 years, going down to my grandparents, and it's always been a big brand. So 76 has been our go-to with brands. And the trend is different. In life, if you don't change with the trend, you lose. So the answer to your question is Sinclair is a top-tier fuel, quality, at a good price for me, so I can discount it at a good price to the consumer. So there's not a lot of brands out there that can do that. And if I were to go unbranded and label it, whatever, World Fuel or something like that, no one really understands what World Fuel is. They meet the standards, we get it, California standards, but that's all they get. With Sinclair, you get top tier. You get the best kind of fuel for that price, period. And so after doing my studies, I figured that, we got to give good quality. It's not just about making a buck. It's about giving good quality so people understand that they can save money and not pay an arm and a leg for gas.
Right.
And that's probably what the best thing about your business is giving the best quality of life to everyone out there in Mentone and everyone around. So I would definitely say go check out his place. Get a car wash, guys.
Yeah.
Get your car looking nice. Get some nice gas. Stop by. Get some chicken. And don't forget about his grand opening this weekend, Friday, from 12 to 4. Right?
And like what's
Absolutely.
crazy is it really is a prime location. Growing up in Mentone, there was orange groves everywhere, and then consumers started coming in, but that piece of area was not developed, and I didn't know why. Because
Right.
it's actually a major artery for Mentone. Going up Crafton, you hit Ukaipa, upper part of Redlands. Then you got Highway 38, which is the only way going to Forest Falls, Angeles Oaks, and the back way to Big Bear.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so every Friday, every Friday and Monday, you're caught in cross traffic coming down Highway 38,
Yeah.
and people
Correct.
are going to see this business.
Yeah. So make sure you guys get your top tier A1 gas and car wash, and don't forget about that chicken. Hey, thank you, Ramsey, so much for giving us some of your time. We'll be there on Friday, and I hope everyone who's listening shows up on Friday as well. I mean,
Yes.
there's gonna be a bunch of vendors. There's gonna be free chicken, and it's gonna be a good time. So come by, and Ramsey, I want to thank you again for coming on the show with us. Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
All right,
of course.
enjoy your dinner.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. I wonder what he was having for dinner. Maybe it was his chicken. No, I'm just kidding. I actually, so when we went there, you were actually getting the car wash.
I was
All right, honest opinion, car wash, how was it? Quality, top tier?
top tier.
Because let me tell you, when I saw you and you're, I think you're like drying off the
Uh-huh.
car. Your car looked nice.
Yep,
Mark was like, "Hey, that's a nice. Your car looks nice when it's washed." you know?
honestly. And here's the honest opinion. I'm not going to give out any names because I don't want to bash any company. There's a car wash I've been going to in Ukaipa that just started scratching our car. It's not getting one side of the car. We were paying a monthly subscription. Dad was irritated, and when Dad's irritated,
When Papa Bear's mad.
when Papa Bear's mad, the whole family's mad. And so we, it opened up. We went, got the car wash done, and my dad was pleased for once that he had a good car.
There you
Good,
go.
nice, clean car. Got all the sides, no scratches.
See, and
Yeah.
to compare the gas prices, okay, my brother he lives on the military base on Camp Pendleton, and they have cheaper gas,
They do.
okay, which is like a benefit of being in the Marine Corps. But the Ramsey's, is it Rams Express? Like
Yeah.
I know that's the car wash. I forgot what his gas station is called, but anyways, it's right there on the corner of Crafton Avenue and
Mentone
Mentone
Boulevard, yeah.
Mentone Boulevard.
Highway 38.
His gas prices, they're discounted. That's all I gotta say. Like,
Yeah.
I used to, when I was in San Diego, I'll always go to my brother's. I always go on base to get the gas there because it was always cheaper.
Yeah.
Now I have somewhere locally where I can get some top tier gas for a pretty good price.
And here's the thing, too. My dad and I used to get gas at Sam's Club. Okay? Because Sam's Club is cheaper, cheaper gas for the membership. That's kind of a perk. When you get the membership, you get the cheaper gas.
Right.
It's only a few cents more than driving all the way to San Bernardino.
Not having a membership.
Not having a membership, so you got to pay for the membership to get the gas, and then drive all the way to San Bernardino. If you live in Angeles Oaks or if you live in Forest Falls, I know people who live up there that are going to Sam's Club, Costco for gas.
Wow. And I've never been to Sam's Club, but I've been to Costco, and they have crazy lines.
Crazy lines. Like, you got to catch them on an off chance that they're not crazy or busy.
Mm-hmm.
It took me an hour and a half to get gas one time because there was, I was in the area and I had my membership. And so, and every single time I go to Ramsey, maybe I'm just lucky, but I always get a pump. And so,
Well, you're lucky now because once everyone starts recognizing
yeah,
how the quality of the price, the gas, the car wash, It's going to get a little crazy. He's going to bring
It
some
is.
business in Mentone. So.
And that's good. Business is good.
Yes, sir. Business is always good. All right, you guys, we're gonna be going on a break, and we're gonna be doing a rerun of another show because we got to continue our day. It is a beautiful Sunday. We're gonna keep busy, keep moving our feet. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. God bless, Kyle. Thank you again. This is your
Yes,
co-host, Kyle Kerrigan. Sam Works out.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in Durga, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday bed.
This segment sponsored by the all-new Rams Market, Rams Express Car Wash, and the Rams Ultimate One-Stop Shop at 2090 Mentone Boulevard on the corner of Crafton Hills Avenue, just across from Jacinto Farms. Rams is now open. All new, well-stocked, bringing fresh, sleek, and sharp convenience to Mentone. Don't miss Rams grand opening Friday, July 14th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. with all kinds of grand opening savings, fun, booths, and surprises. Rams, shiny, new, clean, fresh lit, and sleek. Make life easy and sweeten it all with Rams. Sail in and save with their top-tier Sinclair fuel, especially when you make your car shine like a diamond in their all-new, state-of-the-art, brand-new drive-through car wash. Satisfy your appetite. Smell the chicken. Delectable, mouth-watering, crispy, crunchy fried chicken, that is. Kitchen hot and Southern style. It's the Rams grand opening in Mentone, July 14th from noon to 4 p.m. Rams is now open at 2090 Mentone Boulevard in Mentone. Live music with all kinds of vendors offering complimentary gifts too. Thank you to Rams for their community spirit and sponsoring this radio station. Rams in Mentone is now open.
Tahibo Tea Club's original Pure Pau d'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood, which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system. And it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TahiboTeaClub.com. Tahibo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E, B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea, and then the word club. The complete website is TahiboTeaClub.com. Or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TahiboTeaClub.com.
What is your plan for your beneficiaries to manage your final expenses when you pass away? Life insurance, annuities, bank accounts, investment accounts all require a death certificate, which takes 10 days based on the national average, which means no money is immediately available, and this causes stress and arguments. Simple solution: the beneficiary liquidity plan. Use money you already have. No need to come up with additional funds. The funds grow tax-deferred and pass tax-free to your named beneficiaries. The death benefit is paid out in 24 to 48 hours without a death certificate. You heard me right. Without a death certificate. Call us at 1-800-306-5086, 1-800-306-5086, or reach us online at bigwealthpartners.com.
Bob Vila here with my home improvement tip of the day. Motion sensor lights are a must for any home security system, but sometimes they get out of whack, turning on and off inappropriately. That's especially common after power outages. Fortunately, resetting motion sensors isn't a big deal. Once you've got your ladder safely positioned, use your hands to gently adjust the bulbs of the unit to where you want the light to shine. Same with the motion detector. Aim it towards the area where you want to detect motion. Next, move the operation switch to the test position, then climb off the ladder and do a brief jig in front of the sensor. If the lights don't illuminate, increase the sensitivity setting of the unit. That's often just a matter of turning a small dial. If the lights come on more often than they should, try decreasing the sensitivity setting. When you have the unit behaving as it should, move the operation switch from test back to the normal setting. Get more info at bobvila.com and right here at home with me, Bob Vila.
Feeling good. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. I'm your host, Sam Works.
I'm Kyle Kerrigan.
I'm Mom.
And we got some moms here in the studio. Also, the other family side, and Ken over here as usual. We got Joe as our board op. I'm glad you guys are all tuning in today. It's a beautiful Sunday. Kind of warming up, I'm not going to lie. Especially last week, it was chilly, so this weather's kind of bipolar. But let me ask you something. Let me ask both of you guys something. Why do they call this the month of May?
Why do they call it the month
Why
of
do they call it May?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Because it may rain, it may snow, it may be cold. It may
should.
Like, is this a trick question?
You never know.
We're talking about, like, Caesar.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Oh, awesome. All right. Hey, guys, welcome back. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. We thought that we're going to, play a rerun of a show, which Joe, our, board op, he chose to do a Mother's Day episode, which is cool, too,
That's cool.
Yeah, got to love our moms out there.
Yeah.
But, so things happen. So we still got some time on the air. We got about 20 minutes. And the show after us, the Ferran show, he came in hot. He was going to set up early. He was going to do his show early. Take it last.
Is that right?
But, yeah, so before we went on break, again, we had Ramsey, who owns the car wash and gas station over in Mentone. Yep. He has a grand opening on Friday, 12 to 4. Go check it out. I'm going to be there. Kyle, you'll probably be there, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be like 9 venues there.
9.
And probably the Past Pleasure Car Show as well. So, all classic cars, go check them out. It'll be a good time. Free chicken, good gas price, and get yourself a little car wash,
Yeah, definitely.
Looking good. So we got 20 minutes, Kyle. I didn't prepare myself for this last half hour. So
whatever works.
Whatever works. You went to
Universal Studios.
Went to Universal Studios.
I did.
How was that? I know they had the new Super Mario.
Super Mario World. Yeah. It's good.
How was it?
It was really good. So Yamava, if you work for the casino, twice a year they have an employee appreciation day, and like you get to vote on it. It's like Disneyland, like Six Flags, wherever. And every year it's Universal Studios because people have kids. And so they had their first date last month, and then they have a second date, which is usually the month after, and that happened to be a couple days ago. And so my buddy, so I was previously employed with Yamava, but they took my tickets away when I quit.
What?
And so which is fine. My buddy's like, hey, if you still want to go, I have an extra ticket. You can come with me, and I'll give you the employee,
the employee ticket?
Yeah, employee ticket, and then they give you like a wristband. They close off like a certain area of Universal Studios, and they had like free snacks for the employees. They had a DJ. They had Fast and the Furious cars there, like the cars from the movies.
Really?
So I got to see like the GTR. I got to see like the Charger that Vin Diesel drives.
What about that Skyline, bro?
The Skyline was there.
Really?
Yeah, the Skyline GTR. I got a picture of it too.
I like how everyone talks about the Skyline when they bring up Fast and the Furious.
That's my
like,
favorite car.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. All right, go ahead.
They had cars from the new movie Fast X. Okay. There. It was really cool. So that was just for the employees. So if you have that green wristband, you can get in there. And then, so Super Mario World opened up a few months ago. So they opened up a new section of the park for Super Mario World. And it's obviously all Super Mario based. Really cool. I had video of it. So like the entire inside of the park is like a level. So it's pretty cool. They have like the blocks. They have like Yoshi in there jumping around.
Really?
Yeah, the clouds going up and down like those can't think of the name of them, but those bricks that come down
Yeah.
with the faces.
Mhm.
So they had those. And then it's super hard to get in. You need a reservation, so you need to sign up online to qualify to get in.
To qualify.
Yeah, so you qualify for the line, and then you got to get there early to get in. Otherwise, you got to wait.
How do you not qualify?
So everyone signs up to go early. So they open up the line at 7 a.m. because the park opens around 10. So if you're there at 7 a.m. and get in the line, and you happen to get a ticket, cool. If not, then you don't get a ticket. If they run out.
So that's how you qualify?
Yeah. And so they opened up like that particular day at 7 a.m. Because the cafe is always booked.
Right, and you got to go in the cafe, right?
So here's the thing.
You snuck in. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So the line opened up at 7. I wasn't there in line, but at 7:43 they stopped taking reservations for the Super Mario World and the cafe.
Hmm.
So everyone else in line that went online to sign up for that line couldn't get in.
Just out of luck, huh?
Yeah, but we were able to get in with our badges, and so they let us in, and we had it was a really good environment. I got video of it too. It's posted on my IG, and so it's all Toad based. So like Toad from Super Mario World, and so all the dishes are like the tiramisu is like a question mark block with him popping out.
That's pretty cool.
It's all like super like gourmet, like it's all it's not just regular food.
And was that free because you had the employee wristband, or
No.
did you have to pay?
Well, you pay for the meal, but getting into the cafe was free.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the prices like? And if you can rate the food on a 1 to 10 scale of like taste, because the presentation was awesome. I saw the pictures. I was like, it's pretty good.
Based off the presentation, the environment, the hospitality, and the prices, I give it like an 8.3.
Okay.
It's definitely worth trying at least once.
Mm.
I wouldn't pay that every time I go, but
Right.
it's
an experience. Yeah.
It's an experience, especially if you're like, if you're a fan of the game or like grew up with the game coming out, then
You'll love
it's definitely cool to see it in like real life, like
human size, right? Like
yeah, like human size.
Was it almost unreal when you're like in the,
It was
the part?
It
Yeah.
was, yeah, because everything is like
The game.
it was like being in the game, like walking in.
I saw a lot of people wearing like Super Mario like gear, you know what I mean? Like the little hats or
like
the shells on their backs.
The whole thing was wholesome. Like everyone from all walks of life went there. Everyone was a Mario fan. We were just all talking Mario with everybody. It was cool, I knew people that came from like Toronto, Canada, just to come. Like he's like, my parents bought the game for Christmas in '91. I've always wanted to come here. Yeah, he was like,
He's like, give me a reason. All right, Super Mario Bros. Open at Universal. Okay, did you just stay at the Super Mario Universal, or did you go to the other parks or worlds or whatever?
I did every ride except for a couple because they closed early.
I heard now I haven't been there in like years, probably like a decade. I was like a kid last time I went. But are the rides, or the majority of them, like virtual now?
A lot of them are virtual.
Yeah, is that the transition that's happening?
And a lot of them are virtual, but are also on a track. So, like, the track is going and the cart is moving, but what you see is different. So, like, it's all VR. Or it's AR, like the Super Mario ride. It's a cart ride. So, like, you're playing on, like, Super Kart or Super Mario Kart.
Really?
And so it's AR. So,
Which
like,
means what?
So VR is everything's virtual. AR is like putting something in, like additional to what you see. So like a hologram, but like through glasses. Like if you take it off, then the hologram's gone.
Okay, but you're still like on a track. But then when you have the glasses on, there's like things like on the track.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And so it was like being in like a playing Super Mario Kart, but like in real life.
So like AR stands for like additional reality.
Augmented reality.
Augmented reality.
Yeah. And so they give you these glasses, and so the track, and you get a steering wheel, and you move with the track, and you get coins. And obviously, the person with the most coins wins. It doesn't matter if you finish, because you're all going to finish at the same time. It's the same track. But, like, there's 2 people in front, 2 people in back, and you can shoot shells.
That's pretty cool.
And so you play as Team Mario, and your goal is to shoot everyone on Team Bowser, and you get coins for shooting them.
Nice.
And you're going through the track, and then you hit a star halfway through, and it's like going light speed.
Right. That's pretty cool.
And then like you change different colors, and that's super cool.
I can't imagine going to that, bro. I guarantee you a lot of people were probably under the influence.
It would be hard.
You know?
It would be hard.
Like, I can only imagine, dude. That's so crazy. You know, Timmy, he wants to go to Universal for Halloween Scare Night. Because
me too.
Not Scary Farm and Universal, they're kind of like competitors when it comes to the Halloween era. But like Universal has more like legitimate like makeup, right? Like I never like again, it's been a long time since I've been.
Here's the thing. Universal Studios is a movie company.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to the place that did the movies. You know what I mean? And so these guys know how to do scary, how to do horror. And so I've been to Halloween Horror Nights. I've been to the Disneyland one. The Disneyland one's cute. But like
it's cute.
Not Scary Farm is more scary. But if you're looking like if you're an avid like horror fan or like that stuff, nothing beats Universal.
Really?
And this year it's going to be Last of Us themed. So if you played the game or watched the show, then there's going to be interactive stuff that you do from the things from the show. And so if that's one of the things that you're interested in, Last of Us, it's all going to be Last of Us themed this year.
So you're telling me I got to watch The Last of Us before I go?
You don't have to, but
or play the video game or something? Because I want to understand what's going on. You know, I want to relate.
You can play the video game. If you don't want to buy the video game, you could just people stream the video game online on YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I mean, you could always do that, and then the show is on. I don't know if it's Paramount, but it's on one of those. But The Last of Us, it has Pedro Pascal. He plays the main guy.
I'm not sure.
And he played the Mandalorian. He was the main guy in the Mandalorian. He's also been in a lot of.
Does the Mandalorian ever take off his mask or his helmet?
He did in the first season, yeah.
Oh, he did in the first season.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah. But like.
Is that like no one's supposed to know or something, or?
You're not supposed to do it if you watch the show. Like, they're not supposed to take it off. Otherwise, you gotta go like through this ritual to like be pure again.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean the craziest thing, you know, speaking of like amusement parks, I was talking to someone today. When I went to Disney World,
yeah,
they had this, like the place that I went to dinner that I ate was at the Beauty and the Beast castle.
Oh,
and I was in the dungeon, like, cause they have like different rooms. Like you walk in, it's like the ballroom, and then to the left was like the dungeon room, and then to the right was like another room, and they had like the gray stuff.
Yeah.
You ever like tried the gray stuff? It's delicious. You know, and I got to try. It was pretty good, and I got the filet mignon. You know, I got the whole 9 yards because if we're gonna go out there, we're gonna.
Yeah, if you're gonna spend money to go to Disneyland, you might as well eat like you're there.
Yeah.
You know.
But the
at
rides,
least once.
The 2 rides that I can't get over. One of them was the Avatar ride, which was super cool, because like you're on this. You're supposed to be riding the dragon, and it's like a simulation, right? But the thing that you're sitting on, like breathes, right? So you really
that's cool.
Yeah, and it's 4D. So when you put on the glasses, you're in a globe, and then, you know, as if you're riding the dragon, you take off, and then like that big dragon, or whatever the thing it is, starts like trying to attack you.
This is the blue people avatar, right?
Yeah, blue people avatar.
Yeah.
And so like even when you walk through the line, like they have stuff that you can look at and interact with, you know, so the line's not boring. You know, and they even have like the floating rocks. You're just like, dude, this is so crazy. That one, and then the space simulation, bro, I cannot tell you, like they had 2 lines, an orange line and a green line, okay? it tells you, and the workers tell you, hey, if you should probably try the orange line first if you never rode this ride before, because the green line is more intense, right? So we're like, all right, so we'll go to the orange line first. I don't even like roller coasters, but I'm there, so we'll do the orange line first. And as you're walking by, like, there's signs, like videos, like, hey, like turn back, you know, like it's trying to psych you out.
Yeah.
But I understand why. So basically, it's a simulation. You get into like this spaceship, you lock yourself in. You're claustrophobic, first of all.
Right.
And then there's like a screen about like 4 inches from your face,
Uh-huh.
and there's a barf bag right to the left, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is it's a simulation of you like taking off into space, right? And this is the orange line, so it's a little like less intense, and the G-force is intense.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the girl that I was with, she was so confused because she knew that we're inside a building, but she couldn't figure out how it made it feel like she was actually getting like taken off to space, you know? But in the videos, as you're walking down the hall, like they explain, in the pod, they just tilt you and they just spin you so fast.
Yeah.
So it was crazy, right? So we got out and I was, hey, that was fun. So then we go in the green line, the more intense line, all right? I almost choked on my own tongue. I promise you, because bro, it was so much more intense and it lasted longer. And I thought either A, I was gonna use that barf bag, or B, I was gonna pass out. And it wasn't until like the last second that that threshold, man. It was so intense. For sure, if I went on that green one first, that green line, something would have happened.
Is Space Mountain still there?
Or
they take it out for that, right?
I think they took it out. Yeah.
You know, Space Mountain was the ride that got me into astronomy.
Really?
That's the whole reason why I got into astrophysics.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was Space Mountain. So.
Hey, props to Space Mountain for, you know, having kids have dreams, you know?
It definitely. And then they had that whole Osimo thing growing up too.
What's Osimo?
So they had the Tomorrowland. They had like this convention where they had this robot made by Honda. It was called Osimo.
Okay.
And it was a presentation of how the robot, like, how the dynamics of the robot worked. And it did a demonstration of it picking up a box and, you know, putting it down and stuff. And back then it was like really cool, but now it's like standard.
Yeah, now it's
but
just
like
they're gonna need an update on that one.
Yeah.
So. All right, you guys. It looks like our time is up here. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know we were supposed to leave, but we came back for you guys. Till next time. But hey, stay tuned for the next show with Farhan. He has a special guest coming on, so just hang in tight. If you're almost home, drive back on the freeway, hop back around, do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Have a happy Sunday. Stay blessed, and you're listening. This is it. Sam Works.
Kyle Carey.
We're out.
When in Durga, walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
106.5 FM and KCAA 1050 AM. This segment sponsored by the generous support of the Dream Team. Looking for the keys to something bigger and better? Downsizing or relocating to the perfect spot? Oscar Ramirez from Century 21 Lois Lauer Real Estate and Matt Flores from Secure Choice Lending are here to help you sell or buy with their trusted and experienced knowledge and advice. People are calling Oscar and Matt at 951-751-3249. That's 951-751-3249. Real estate and loan advisors Oscar and Matt can give you a no-cost consultation. You don't have to buy anything. Matt and Oscar can help you figure your way through the complicated real estate market. Email Oscar at loislauer.com or on Instagram at Oscar Ramirez Garcia and Matt Flores at securechoicelending.com. Don't let today's real estate pitfalls stop you from dreaming. Make your new home dreams come true. DRE number 0207-0344. Se habla español.
KCAA invites you to join Dr. Sean Pruitt, the pharmacist on call, each Monday afternoon at 1 p.m. on KCAA. Dr. Pruitt is known as the pharmacist for the uninsured. Dr. Pruitt listens to your medical questions and he takes your concerns seriously. So tune in to Dr. Sean Pruitt each Monday afternoon at 1 p.m. right here on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, the station that leaves no listener behind. SCS Auto Repair in Moreno Valley thanks our troops and veterans for everything they've done so fearlessly for us. Send letters and packages from home and offer a veteran a discount on your local product or service. It's greatly appreciated. This message courtesy of SCS Auto Repair at 14300 Ellsworth Street, Unit 119 in Moreno Valley. Known for quality, integrity, and courteous service. They're on the air saluting their hometown heroes. Edge Manufacturing would like to remind listeners drunk driving remains one of the nation's most serious issues. 45% of traffic fatalities recorded in the U.S. are caused by an intoxicated driver. When you get on the road, do yourself, family, and your community a favor. Remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and common sense. If your hand has been on a bottle, keep your foot off the throttle. This reminder is courtesy of Edge Manufacturing, serving our area with pride and integrity, specializing in truck roll-off, welding, steering, and suspensions. Call today for all your trucking problems at 909-653-5716. That's 909-653-5716. That's Edge Manufacturing, on the air because they care.
This segment sponsored by the all-new Rams Market, Rams Express Car Wash, and the Rams Ultimate One-Stop Shop at 2090 Mentone Boulevard on the corner of Crafton Hills Avenue, just across from Jacinto Farms. Rams is now open. All new, well-stocked, bringing fresh, sleek, and sharp convenience